students, Mr. Boule here to introduce your current project, the Fall Leaf Patterns Project. We have entered the season of fall and it's time to do an art project inspired by the season. So during this season, the environment really changes, and you're going to notice the temperatures are getting colder, the amount of sunlight during the day is getting shorter, and the leaves on the tree start to change color. Usually, trees get all their energy from the sun, so their leaves are green from the chlorophyll. Really more of a science class for that one. Chlorophyll is very green. But during the winter months, the trees no longer get their energy from there. They get it from their tree trunks where they stored it up. So the leaves start to change color as they no longer are using them to absorb the sunlight, and they fall right off. For our art project, we want to use the colors that leaves change, which are really warm colors. If you look at that little color wheel, that way, little color wheel down there, the warm colors are on that one side of the color wheel, the reds, the oranges, the yellows, and that's what we're going to use for this art project. The art project itself is creating a paper leaf and filling it with patterns. Those patterns should be using warm colors. Now, patterns, any kind of design that repeats. Think of you probably have heard of patterns like in math or with numbers, but patterns can be in art. And as long as you make a little design that repeats over and over again, that counts as a pattern. If you look at some of the examples along the bottom, now that's from a different project. I just really like the patterns that the students used in those hands, where you can see, let's see, this way. I like the one right next to my head there. It's got the pattern of little squares and hearts. And then look across. Those are some good patterns to use for inspiration for your project. For the leaf itself, hey, if you can go find a real leaf outside, awesome. If maybe a lot of the leaves have fallen off the trees, or you just can't find a leaf wherever you are, I did provide you with that 2 maple leaf template handout, so you can use one of those because those were actual leaves. If you're tracing a real leaf, my one pointer for you is to try to trace it keeping your edges pointy and sharp. You're going to get a much more realistic looking leaf design that way. If you just go around your edges very curvy, if you look at that one off to the side there, kind of ends up looking like a blob instead of a leaf. So good luck on your fall leaf pattern project. You know, what kind of leaf are you going to use? What kind of patterns are you going to fill in the inside? I'm excited to see them. And if you want to bring them back to school, I can laminate your leaf design for you. Laminate means to coat it with plastic, so then it will last forever. Otherwise, just make sure you take a picture of it with your Chromebook or your device and submit it through Canvas so I can see how your project turned out. So thank you, students. Good luck, and we'll see you in class.